They're dressing and changing outfits by the roadside. And then they thought, oh, TikTok ni kitu mbaya sana.
You always spread propaganda.
Yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Yasmin Mohammed, back with another video. I like how you responded to the first video, and I am so grateful for all of that. And this is actually the first one. The promo was so surprisingly welcomed, and thank you for all that. So this week I have a guest, and like I said, we'll be having serious conversations about different topics every week. And my first conversation will be about social media and how the people around us take it. Now the people around us are Northeastern region, Garissa, Wajir, Mandera, and generally Somali Kenyans in this context now. And who else than to discuss such topics? So when I was actually inviting Amina for this interview or discussion, I felt like she's one of my very closest people. So I thought, why not start this conversation from somewhere that's so close? And knowing her experience with social media and the much I've known her, I just felt like, from what I can understand, this conversation better be had with someone I understand best. She's a travel vlogger. You can follow her YouTube channel. She will tell us later. And she shows us about very beautiful places, although at hakuna mingi, about Garissa County and the various sub-counties she travels to. Yeah, so take it away.
Yeah, Yasmin, thank you for having me on your channel. I'm so glad to be among the first people you invited here. Actually, I'm the first person. So yeah, welcome to this channel. Please, if you're new here, subscribe, like, share, and do everything possible because it's
Comment.
free. It's free. Comment what we should do next, what Yasmin should do next, who she should invite, and we'll bring everyone here. So yeah, thank you.
Our people use variety of social media outlets, but mostly, if we can say, the young people, they use Instagram and WhatsApp, but WhatsApp is accessed by everyone, and Facebook. I can say a majority of the people I know are on Facebook, and that is where most of everything that happens around here is going on. And since it's a political season, a lot of things are happening. You will hear propaganda, you will hear stories, you will hear all kinds of narrations around it. But then our people misuse social media a lot, especially in relations to women, and I don't understand why.
Women are always the victims of social media bullying and shaming and everything else that goes on with social media. All the negative.
I feel like I am at liberty, and I speak from a space of privilege when I can say my parents have just let me do my thing. And I've seen quite some good people, by the way. I cannot say everyone on social media ni mtumbaya. There are people who are really nice. And since I joined Facebook when I was in Form 2. Then I joined Instagram later on in university, and then Twitter and all those places. And Facebook was like my biggest place to gain traffic and know people. And I always write some things there. I express my emotions. I talk about things that matter in our community. I mean, that's where I collected many people. And I feel like they are good people, and then they're not so good people there. I feel like people who reach out to you and congratulate you over smallest wins and everything, those are the people that we should pay attention to. But then again, there are some very negative vibes there, and I have done something in my life where I have gotten rid of me. Kama sipendi negative vibes, just there's a way you can get rid of. And from a position when I say I am assertive about issues like things that happen, gender-based violence, I mean women shaming,
rape.
Exactly. When those things happen, we have to talk about them more than just like these things have happened. Oh, was China? Most of them, they blame girls.
They blame the victim.
Yeah. By the way, very big emphasis. We are in the 16 days of activism. I guess today is 9?
It is.
Yeah. Today is, when we are shooting this video, it's 9th. So the 16 days of activism ends on 10th of December. And we are actually fighting about everything gender-based violence. And our community has a very innate culture of shaming victims, blaming women, and all these negative vibes around not listening to women and everything they go through. And that's where I take the responsibility, and I have to speak for these young women, speak about these things. If our community always feels like they should shame young girls and they should shame victims about things that are happening in their lives, we'll continue with this culture for like forever. And then the next generation comes and everything is still a mess. I mean, she's a very good example.
It happens, and there was this time I was just trying to address social problems that we are facing as the people of Garissa, and I was quite loud.
And the employment issue.
Yeah, and the employment issue, since we are still, so we are very jobless, seated at home with our papers, doing nothing, and then there is no water at our homesteads. So I call everyone else, and people are like, there is no water in my bula,
and we happen to make peace with all that.
Yeah. So I just tried to talk about it publicly on Facebook. So those are the things we talk about, our WhatsApp and our messages, and yeah. So I just decided to take it to a level higher on Facebook. And people who will never ever face me and try to address issues with me start opening pseudo accounts, calling me names, things I've never been, things I never do, and things I don't know. People even know very little about me. People who don't know where I live, who I am. People just know my name from Facebook, start talking trash about me. So that went on for like 1 whole month. I was the conversation, peace with it. Any other girl will face it anytime if we don't address it and if we don't talk about it publicly and loudly. So I think we should not see that as a controversy. So we should address it, face it, and every time a woman is being bullied or anyone is trying to cyberbully her, we should stand up for her.
Talking about cyberbullying and like calling people names of who they are, and you really don't know these people. I watch these things, and this is something I am very sick about, and I feel like I have been very quiet about it for like a long time. And when I look back, you said they call you names. These are people who cannot say these things in front of your face. They cannot do that. And then these people know less or nothing about you. I feel like women who are in powerful place, this might be a second point about the discussion in shaming. I feel like many Somali men of ours, I am so sorry if I feel like I'm against you, but I am not. This is what we have felt, what we have seen, what we have actually seen with our eyes. And I wonder, when you bully and shame a woman who is in a position of power, like she said, women you know nothing about, we actually hear about these women when they are actually given positions and when they see them. You might say she has a Muslim name, she's actually Islamic, she has a Somali background and all that. You start calling her names because she doesn't dress like you, she doesn't behave like you. How do you know that this person like practices Islam much more than you do? I feel like there's a time, I don't really want to get into names, but I feel like many of you people really relate to other human beings with how you worship Allah. And I really want to say one thing, and I wish to be corrected if I am wrong. But then, if you have to worship, if your worship for Allah is related to how another human being is doing, are you doing even the right way? Are you doing it the right way? Because I say you bully media women, you bully political women because they don't dress like you do. They don't. How do you know? Like this person was raised in a different environment. They were not actually quite open to Islam like you are. They were not very culturally motivated. The good thing about the internet is everyone can access it. Again, the bad thing about the internet is everyone can access it again, and we have actually misused it in a big way. And I hate the way we have done to our women. We have shamed them, we have not supported them, because from the outside world, that's how they are shamed too, by people they are not related to. The other day, I think a few days back, Ilhan Omar was being bullied. Congresswoman Ilhan Omar was being bullied about Islam, and Ilhan Omar addressed the media in a very emotional post. And for a first-time immigrant Somali woman who has become a congresswoman, I mean, Ilhan Omar is not small news. She's up there. She has taken the risk. She has put herself together. She has taken herself there. And when we bully her as her community, the one she's been striving for, and for her to be on that level is a place of representation. I mean, many people are not really so good with, this might be an American context level, but Ilhan Omar is an international Somali. And other people to bully her means her own community are not supporting her enough, which is not a fair thing. We ought to do better. We really ought to do better.
And we should. Yeah. So in as much as we've talked about the negatives of social media, the coming of TikTok, the youth misusing it.
Oh yeah.
So there was this TikTok thing and people were all vibing it, the negative way, until we've now realized that TikTok is not about the dance trends or anything like that. And people are starting to commercialize it. People are making money from TikTok.
Actually, we learn a lot about.
Yeah, so there is a lot of educative stuff on TikTok. There is marketing on Facebook and Instagram. People
I think when we saw dance challenges and how our young Somali people welcomed it, they are dressing and changing outfits by the roadside.
Yeah.
And then they thought, oh, TikTok ni kitu mbaya sana.
People were discouraging anyone to use TikTok, but now we've seen the positives. So among the other positives of social media include people are making money from YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. People have online shops. So instead of paying rent for a physical shop, people are making money by just posting their products on Instagram and Facebook. So we like how social media is creating those spaces, even for us creators. We're able to express ourselves, and you people are
connect
able to
with
access.
you.
So, and of course, meeting good strangers. It's high time our youth who are just on Facebook, shaming women, calling us names, opening street accounts, being used by politicians,
by the way,
and people who will give you nothing at the end of the day, to use social media constructively.
Yeah, because
open that YouTube channel, tell us your story.
Or even start a writing blog if you feel like you are a very good writer and you can write for a politician.
Yeah, and you can always
spread
propaganda.
If you can always spread propaganda and talk from a negative aspect, why can't you be a creative writer and put that energy into a very better place?
Nice stories, we'll read them.
Yeah.
As much as we said all the negatives, we also told you all the positives of social media, and I hope you'll be constructive next time. So use your bundle wisely.
And I hope you actually make good time. Because social media is, our parents say it's a place of wasting your time. I hope you invest in it properly, because that's where the future is going, and the internet is developing and new things are coming up. I hope you take your time to learn, and I hope as a Northeastern region community, I hope we develop better ways into improving ourselves, because there's so much the world does not know about us. There is so much we have. Apart from being negative, being stereotyped as terrorists, being a very dry land, we are a community of very healthy people and
very creative people.
Very bountiful, beautiful.
We want to hear those stories, those poems.
So I hope you come out here and express yourselves and show us something better than apart from this online stuff we always follow. So I guess this is enough for today's discussion. I wish you could go on with these topics, but hatuwezi maliza hii maneno. It's a big discussion, but this has been it for us, and we are glad we finally had to talk about this. We finally got this space. Please
subscribe,
like this video, share to your friends. I hope by next video we get to a bigger number than what you received.
We really need the audience right now.
We do. It's still a baby channel, so please subscribe. We will have more of this conversation, and I will invite more friends.
More faces. We shall hear from more people.
We shall on that. So thank you for coming on, and see you next time, inshallah.
Bye.
Bye.